would like to apologize to the
Anthony.
court. I'm not sure
You
where
think
I
he
left
afraid?
off at.
No, you don't know. Daryl pretended to be pleasant.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I took any notes that would get me back to where I was before the break.
What does Daryl want? Daryl must want something right now. He must be wanting something. So the only time he act like this is when he wants something. Am I lying or am I not lying? I'm definitely not lying. Okay.
I do believe it would on the air, just
Anthony.
for cautionary reasons, would
Uh-huh.
be wise to kind of
Would it be wise?
break for the day and then reset.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning or whenever the court feels it's best.
Why?
I may need to do some checking of my own with some close relatives of my own.
Yeah, you got to check on your family,
and so
Daryl.
I want to put that on record as well.
You got to check on his family, y'all.
I presume, though, no objection from anyone to at least finishing up with Mr. Knapp. It appeared to me we were close to being done, including whether
Hopeless
he's done
Daryl.
with that as well.
A hopeless
He's shaking
case.
his head, yes.
Hopeless case of hopelessness. Num 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 num.
State really quick for the record, Your Honor. I'm still, I guess I would say, waiting to obtain a filing that I addressed before we went on record.
I don't know what that means, sir, but I need to bring the jurors out. I need to finish with the cross-examination portion of Mr. Knapp's testimony, and then...
What does it mean when oh my God, he don't hardly ever blink. And look, mama caught him mid that one blink that he does every 30 minutes. Like, what does it mean that Daryl like hardly blinks? Like how do you hardly blink? Like, don't your eyes be dry as shit, Daryl? Don't they?
In all likelihood, we'll just break for the day. I'll make, so I understand wanting to maybe come back at a little bit later, but I think it's just best.
You think he's forcing himself to not blink, or is that just that's just a psychopath, you know? Oh, a sociopath, I guess.
To break for the day. I will entertain, though, over
you gonna entertain
the next 2 days, whether we go a little bit extended to make up for the loss of the afternoon. I'm well aware we have the interpreter here as well, and so I'll have to have the clerk's office communicate with her when we're not on the record as to when she can come back, and when we can get that witness back or here.
He's here and ready to go, Your Honor.
All right.
Just for the record, just
what if I'm allergic
real quick,
to airplanes?
there is a jury instruction as a preliminary instruction for use with interpreters. I wasn't sure if the court was aware of that.
I am aware of that.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'll have to get that ready. Probably needs a little bit of tweaking.
We're
so
not
thank
dropping
you.
scenes. I'm so happy.
I'm aware of it. Give me the number though, so I don't have to search for it. 60. Okay. Thank you.
Thing you just said 60. So.
Stop
Jury
smiling.
instruction 60.
Daryl, is you lawyering today? Is you doing your studies? Is you doing your studies? Daryl's like, I was just about to ask that. That is an excellent question, and I was just about to ask it because I'm smart. Oh, Daryl, just give up. Just let the hope go.
When we're down this afternoon. So
just let it go.
All right, let's bring the jurors out.
Just relax.
Mr. Knapp, you can take the witness stand and be there when they come back in.
Yeah, be there when they come back in.
Subject matter jurisdiction, Your Honor.
You can address it. I ain't gonna pay it no mind, but go ahead. Go off. Go off, Daryl.
Previous record on that issue stands. I will not further be addressing it without a proper motion for reconsideration that complies with the statutes.
I just wanted to state that for the record.
Look at this. Look at him. Look at this. Them eyes gotta be dry as shit. You know. What if they ever get stuck?
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Be seated. Sit down, Daryl. Look at you listening today.
When we unexpectedly broke prior to the lunch hour, Mr. Knapp was on the witness stand, and he was being cross-examined. Sir, you may continue.
He think everybody afraid of him.
I'd like to apologize to the
Anthony.
court. I'm not sure
You
where
think
I
they
left
afraid?
off at.
No, you don't know. Daryl pretended to be pleasant.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I took any notes that would get me back to where I was before the break.
What does Daryl want? Daryl must want something right now. He must be wanting something because he only acts like this when he wants some shit. I'm just saying. So the only time he act like this is when he wants something. Am I lying or am I not lying? I'm definitely not lying. Okay. He only behaves like this when he wants something.
Making or being interviewed by law enforcement in the days following the incident.
Nope. I don't remember nothing, Daryl.
Do you recall what date that was?
Nope. I don't remember nothing.
I believe it would have been the 23rd. My daughter was released from the hospital after a stay overnight, which would have been the 22nd, and I believe it was the 23rd. Could be mistaken on that.
Because we care
Do
what
you
you
recall
believe.
if that was just to make arrangements for the interview at that time?
The recollection I have was actually being questioned about the incident.
You don't recall making arrangements to be interviewed and then approximately 4 or 5 days after that actually being interviewed?
Again, I don't recall the exact date. In my mind, it was the day after we got home from the hospital. And yes, arrangements were made to meet with a detective.
Do you recall being interviewed on November 29th of 2021?
Nope.
Again, I don't recall the exact date.
I don't remember none of that stuff you talking about, Daryl. It never happened. Use a lie. Use a lie, Daryl. Use a lie.
You made reference to
What I make reference to, Daryl?
Clinton Street being a cross street that was close by. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
Do you recall if Clinton Street had any barricades?
Oh
I do not recall.
Daryl and his barricades.
Did you go down Clinton Street at that moment?
Yes, I did, as stated.
Did you recall any law enforcement being present at the Clinton Street? I'm sorry, the Clinton Street side crossing, I guess.
Yes, there was a law enforcement officer on the south side of the street, and as I mentioned before, he helped save a lot of lives by pushing our children back.
Let me guess, Daryl, you didn't like that? Let's see if you say some snotty, snarky, shitty little remark to that, like, I didn't ask you all that, sir.
Appreciate the extra comment.
Told you, called it. Daryl, if you can't do the time, or at least fucking listen to the man point out the thing that you did and the consequences of such things, then you shouldn't be doing the stuff, okay? All right? If you gonna play the villain, you can't get mad when a hero show up. He want to show up and be the fucking villain, but he want to get pissed when somebody starts talking about the hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, ain't nobody asked you that. Daryl, you suck. Thank you, Kevin.
Do you recall describing the driver as an African American male with long hair and facial hair?
Yep.
I remember describing the driver of the vehicle that I made eye contact with as a black male with facial hair. I don't necessarily recall stating long hair.
I have the summary.
That's a summary, Daryl. That's a summary. That ain't his words. That ain't his words. How many times does she gotta tell you this? Them ain't his words. Okay? That's the summary of how the investigator asked him questions and kind of wrote down a basic of what the guy was talking about. Okay?
Right here of the interview that you gave with law enforcement on November the 29th of 2021.
Look at Daryl's little finger. Look at this. His fingers say blow. That is hilarious, Daryl, considering what you're gonna be doing with that hand from now on. Daryl, when Bubba looks down and sees that hand doing what it's doing and assisting you while you do what you do. Okay? The irony is hilarious. The irony is gonna make him laugh every single time. He's gonna laugh with joy. Okay? When he looks down and sees that your hand says blow. Okay? Hilarious, Daryl.
And reading from that summary,
Rather, I'm going to object. Again, for the same reason I
Grounds.
objected before. This is in a statement or a supplement by Detective Jeff Adent,
Exactly.
A-D-E-N-T, from the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department, in which he met up with this witness. This witness provided information to the detective.
I understand. I don't need the full
Okay.
explanation. I'll just sustain the objection as to the form of the question.
Janae.
I know you didn't fully get it out, but I think I know where you were going, so please rephrase.
with the reference
The like button.
to the statement that I referred to about the long hair, if I was able to show you, would it bring any recollection of what you may have said during that interview?
No, if I stated it at that time, then that was my recollection at that time. 11 months later, my recollection of the statement is that I made eye contact.
Mm.
I'm not referring to that statement. I'm referring to the statement that reads David, or yes, or wait, let me back
Look at
up.
Daryl. Yeah, back it up. Back it up. Oh shit. Back it up.
Was there
69
some
likes.
confusion with your name in this report?
Not that I'm aware of.
It looks like the officer that was taking the report got a little confused on the name.
Okay.
You're providing a narrative, so that's not a question. He doesn't have the report in front of him.
Exactly.
So please make sure you ask the question.
Do you-
It's Daryl trying to trick somebody for me. It's that part. Like, it's like, Daryl, you up in here when you look forward in your life, you see 1,000 fucking years of Bubba and Bubba 2 and Bubba 3 and Bubba 4, just an unlimited amount of Bubbas until you pass away. Okay. Long line of Bubbas. Okay. And you was up in here trying to trick this man up like whatever you talking to him about is gonna make a damn difference in the world. It looks like from this paper I'm looking at, was there some kind of mix up with the name? It's like, I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about. Cause it looks like there was some kind of mix up with the name. Okay, fucker, you gonna say what the fuck it is or no? Say what it is or move the fuck on, Daryl. You sound crazy right now. Daryl, you sound crazy. This sounds crazy. Hit the like button for Mama, please. Please and thank you.
You recall reading from the summary,
Uh-huh.
describing the driver as an African American male with long hair.
As stated, as I sit today, I remember describing the driver as a black male with facial hair and very wide eyes. If I stated that at the time, that was my recollection at the time. As I sit here today, I cannot state that I recall having or seeing long hair.
Would it be fair to say that what I'm reading from is accurate statements made by you to the law enforcement officer?
Objection. For the
Grounds.
same reason I mentioned.
There's a lack of foundation as to the question, so I'll sustain it, and if you are able to rephrase, please.
Yeah, rephrase
Can
it.
I show the witness?
Jesus, Daryl, you highlighted the whole goddamn page. Okay, so Daryl, let me explain to you how highlighters work. Okay. So you use a highlighter when there's a bunch of words and you want to be able to very quickly have specific words or sentences stand out. So you got to look for them every single time. You got to look for the thing you're looking for. But if you want to highlight the whole goddamn page, then you might as well just highlight the things you don't want to look at. This right here just looks like you was coloring. You look like you just got this page and you just started coloring it in with the highlighter. Who gave Daryl the highlighter? Daryl, who gave you this highlighter? Okay. Or is that urine? Is that urine? That's piss, ain't it? Oh my God. Daryl, you pissing on your paper now? Jesus. Daryl, you lack class, okay? You have no class, okay? You classless asshole. Daryl pissing on his papers, y'all. Ain't nobody get that boy no fucking highlighter. That's piss.
His statements.
We ain't dropped no scenes tonight, y'all. I'm so happy. I deleted all
Maybe
that
that may bring some recollection back of what was said in the interview.
I'll allow it if you would give the statement to the bailiff, who can then give it to the state. I don't know if you have it electronically or if we want to use the document camera.
I have it in front of my face.
All right. Is it connected to the?
It needs to be given to the witness. Again, I'm going to object. If he's using it to refresh recollection, that's fine, but this witness says it does not refresh his recollection. I'm objecting to any questions after.
I understand.
Okay.
All right.
I object to that because
Hold on. Let's show. You've asked that it be shown to the witness, and it will be shown to the witness. Is there a particular paragraph you want to direct his attention to, Mr. Brooks?
the paragraph that I referred to when he stated that the driver was an African American male with long hair.
All right. So, sir, just take a moment to review that. When you're done reviewing it, turn it over, and then Mr. Brooks will ask you some follow-up questions.
So now this man is forced to read through this entire fucking document because Daryl highlighted the whole fucking thing. He ain't telling what line it's on or nothing. He's just like, it's the part where you had said something about a car. And then the word "the" was in the sentence. Like, that's the whole fucking page, you piece of shit. The car, the car, the car, the car, the car. Oh, Daryl, you shuck. You shuck. He had to try, y'all. He had to try.
On the record, I don't consent to being called that name, Your Honor. For the record, third party.
Ain't that funny? He says that, and he says it in like this light, chuckling. Oh, you know. By the way, Your Honor, I don't consent to being called the name that my mother gave me at birth. Unfortunately, she gave birth to me instead of swallowing me like she really should have. In retrospect, I'm sure she regrets. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she's questioning those decisions that she made. You know.
To the matter, Your Honor.
Yes, Daryl. Come on, Daryl. You could have put a mark or something on there. Where your piece of pen at? You gonna make this man read this entire fucking document. He's stuck having to read the whole fucking thing. Let me guess. Now you want your paper bag now, don't you?
From reading that summary of the interview that you gave with law enforcement, do you recall stating that the driver was an African American male with long hair?
I recall stating what I stated before, that it was a black male with facial hair and white eyes. I don't recall stating long hair, but that would
he did have the
would
big
it be
ass
fair to say
eyeballs.
that the summary that is in front?
That's funny. You remember them wide ass eyes, but Daryl was like this. Daryl was serving Daryl face, honey.
In front of you states that that's what you said?
It would be hearsay.
Browns, I'm stating directly what it says on the paperwork.
It's still hearsay, Mr. Brooks. So the objection is sustained. Next question.
Is it fair to say that that's what
That's hearsay. So
is hearsay when it's right there for him to read?
Yeah, but he didn't write that. He didn't say that. That's what was surmised from the cop who spoke to him. That's the way that he wrote it. That's not direct quotes from this man. Okay? Daryl, look at Daryl in this piece of fucking pen. Look at this thing. Look at this, Daryl. They don't trust you at all, honey. Look what they gave you. They gave you the insert of a fucking pen.
Mr. Brooks, I direct
Even though you do got them tiny ass fucking hands, so it suits you.
your attention to the hearsay statute, all right, for a definition in 908.01.
Look at him.
And the rule in 908.02.
Look at this.
So it's not a fair.
Sustained. Next question.
Uh-oh, here we go. He's starting to get all pissed now. Daryl's starting to get antsy. He's like, oh shit, see, I can't even be nice to you. See how you don't even appreciate that I'm being nice to you right now. You ain't even gonna give me my way. Fine, I'm gonna make you pay. I know it's gonna be weird because I'm shackled to this here desk and I can't really make you pay. And even if I wasn't shackled to the desk, I actually couldn't make you pay because you weren't like every girlfriend I've ever picked up off the fucking playground. Because that's where Daryl gets his girlfriends. Okay. You, ma'am, are taller than I am. Hey, she's taller than you, Daryl. I don't think you can take her. Okay? I just don't think you can. I'm sorry.